A fire at a chemical plant kills at least 18 people in India, and a driver in Canada nearly wiped out an entire Muslim family in what police say was a deliberate attack. Ian Lee is in London following these stories and other international headlines for us today. Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Amory. Yeah, roughly 37 workers were trapped inside the chemical plant when the fire started. Some were able to escape, but right now at least 18 people are dead. Fire engines rushed to the plant in the western city of Pune as smoke billowed high in the sky. Firemen tried to break down the walls on either side of the compound to help people escape and go after those trapped. So far, investigators haven't determined the cause of the fire. Next, we're in London, Canada, where a driver plowed his truck into a family of 5, killing 4 and seriously injuring another. Canadian police said the family was targeted for being Muslim. Authorities arrested the 20-year-old driver in a parking lot nearby. Victims include the family's mother, father, grandmother, and a 15-year-old daughter. A young boy is being treated in the hospital. Investigators are now looking to see if the man has ties to any hate groups and if they can bring terrorism charges against him. We move on to one of the largest police operations in history. Law enforcement agencies around the world have arrested hundreds of criminals as part of a 3-year operation. The suspects used a secure messaging app ran and secretly distributed by the FBI. And this includes everyone from the mafia to other criminal organizations. Drugs, weapons, and cash were also seized in this operation that spanned 18 countries. Authorities say they were also able to prevent murders and mass shootings from taking place. Finally, we are in Israel, where the head of the country's security agency gave a rare warning of potential political violence. And this comes as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his allies tried to undermine the new government set to remove him from power. Netanyahu is calling the recent election a fraud, and one of the Prime Minister's allies said the new coalition, which unites parties across the political spectrum, is no better than suicide bombers or terrorists. Amory, Netanyahu and his Likud party are trying to do everything to hold on to power. Members of his party have even published the addresses of members of the new coalition. And some analysts in Israel say the atmosphere is similar to that which led to the assassination of the former Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who was also a rival of Netanyahu's. He was killed by a Jewish extremist in 1995 after leading peace negotiations with the Palestinians.
Wow, let cooler heads prevail. Ian, thank you.